General Dynamics Information Technology provides homeland security solutions and support to help keep America safe. Our innovative solutions provide the thought leadership, engineering, and technical excellence needed to address today's most urgent homeland security priorities. For more information, visit gdit.com/homeland.
We can really credit Vivek Kundra's 25-point plan to reform federal IT management as the catalyst that started the Federal Data Center Consolidation Initiative. Of course, Steve Van Rokel has been beating that drum as well since he took over as federal CIO, and together they've gotten every federal agency to commit to a data center consolidation plan, essentially to save money. They realized there were billions of dollars going to waste every year because data centers were not being used effectively or to their full capacity.
If they're seeing the ROI and if it's being mandated by OMB and the government, then they probably have to get on board with this. And why are you going to spend so much money housing this data? It's kind of an antiquated way to look at it. You want to be starting to move towards cloud efficiency, mobile security. It's going to be maybe easier in some cases once the security is developed to have all that information there and to be able to access it real time, and to not worry about cooling these giant data centers and wasting all your money there. You need to get on board with what's the more cutting edge technology. The less amount that you have, the easier it is to secure, and the less money you're spending on running those. And I think that's why there's such a big push to move to the cloud. And DHS is really focused on that specifically. They have 9 offerings moving to the private cloud where that sensitive data is housed, especially around infrastructure as a service, email as a service, SharePoint as a service, and probably their biggest focus is workplace as a service to really accommodate the mobile worker. And then you still have 3 offerings moving to the public cloud with the non-sensitive data. So that in itself is going to probably create a lot of cost savings.
GAO recently reported that the government's going to save $1.2 billion and realize $800 million in cost avoidance between 2011 and 2015. Some estimates actually suggest that the government's going to save $5 billion through data center consolidation. So if we're really talking numbers like between $2 and $5 billion in cost savings over a 4 to 5 year period, you can really start to understand why DCCI was such a focus. As the definition of what a data center is has kind of changed over the months and months, the numbers of data centers have sort of fluctuated, but I think the government did finally settle on a number of 3,000 federally owned and operated data centers. The Obama administration made a plan to eliminate or to close 1,400 of them, or roughly 40%, and I think to date we're at about 400 that have been closed so far.
You know, I think actually DHS is doing a pretty good job of staying on target with where they need to be as far as data centers. Right now, I think they were estimating they had 43 data centers. They're rolling that down to, they want to have 2 remaining data centers across DHS, which is actually a lot less than a lot of these other civilian agencies. So they're going to have DC1 and then DC2, and that's where all their information is getting pushed into. And I think they're well on their way. They've already shut down, I think by the end of the calendar year, they estimated 14 of those data centers being completely done with and moved into those DC1 and DC2. And so they have, 29 remaining, if that's, the number. So I think that it's slow going, it's not easy. They have till 2015 to meet this mandate, and I think that they're on their way and they're doing everything that they can to ensure that that happens.
General Dynamics Information Technology provides homeland security solutions and support to help keep America safe. Our innovative solutions provide the thought leadership, engineering, and technical excellence needed to address today's most urgent homeland security priorities. For more information, visit gdit.com/homeland.